Good morning, Seminole Ridge, and welcome to Wsrh News, your leading source for news here at Seminole Ridge High. I'm Sienna Collado.
And I'm Kate Norton. Today is Wednesday, August 13th. We got a lot to tell you about this morning, but first, today's top story. Are you interested in dance marathon? How about a leadership position? Well, if so, you're in luck. On Monday, August 25th, Dance Marathon is holding a leadership interviews in room 6101. Wsrh News reporter James Filzane has more on what it takes to be a leader.
Good morning, Alex. I'm here with Kaylee Lloyd, the overall of Dance Marathon, and I'm going to ask her a few questions today. So, Kaylee, I know Dance Marathon is starting in a couple of days. What is it?
So Dance Marathon is a student-run philanthropy where we raise money all year long for the children at Nicholas Children's Hospital.
And I know you guys set a new record last year. What are your goals for this year?
We hope to have an even more popular main event. We hope to raise even more money for the children in the hospital and have even more student involvement with the student body.
And how do students join?
There will be interviews on August 25th where we will establish our leadership team, and then after that we'll have our first meeting, and we also have a student body QR code that you can scan to sign up to be a part of the student body team.
Okay. Thank you for your time. For WSRH News, I'm James Fisner.
Seminole Ridge has a variety of clubs offered on campus, such as National Technical Honor Society, which recognizes excellence in career and technological education. If you're interested, see Miss Felix in room 6201 or join the Google Classroom using the code ZEHOL3M. There's also a new club joining us on campus called Girls Who Code. They're working towards closing the gender gap in technology, teaching computer skills, and building a supportive community for future female leaders in tech. You can join this club via the Google Classroom code A6HAFE35.
The Future Business and Leaders of America Club prepares students for careers in business and leadership through competitions, conferences, and community projects. If you see yourself going into entrepreneurship, management, or finance, this is the club for you. You can join using Google Classroom code WAOXYD7. We also have an esports team on campus, so if you love competitive gaming, you can join the Google Classroom using the code JZPNEFZ.
Need community service hours? The school is holding a supply drive all year long. If you want to donate, they are looking for the following: notebooks, pens, paper, erasers, highlighters, markers, rulers, binders, and even calculators. Donations should be dropped off to Mrs. Vento in the front office from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. One community service hour is given for every 2 items donated.
Over the summer, the Seminole Ridge Drama Theater Department started working on their Take 5 Summer Showcase. This showcase goes off the skills of the hard work of our theater students. WSRH News reporter Alyssa McCallum has more on what to expect in this showcase.
Today I'm here with Isis Secor about the Take 5 Theater Showcase. So, Isis, what is the Take 5 Theater Showcase?
Well, the showcase is a little thing me and a few friends have been working on over the summer for theater, hopefully to get more people to join. We have 2 student-directed 10-minute plays. One's a comedy, one's more a drama. And then we have improv performing, and then we have a few students singing solos and duets from various different musicals.
When, where, and how much is it to go?
Well, it'll be in the auditorium from 6 to 7:30 next Thursday and Friday, and it's free to go.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. For WSRH News, I'm Alyssa McCallum.
On Thursday, August 14th, the International Thespian Society has their first meeting in Mr. Lee's room, 2109. If you're interested in diving into the realm of theater, stop by for some fun games.
Coming up on WSRH News, weather and birthdays.
Plus sports.
Why do people recycle? To reduce waste? To protect nature? Absolutely. But the main reason? The earth is dying. Most of what we throw away ends up in landfills, wasting materials that could be reused. Did you know recycling one aluminum can saves enough energy to power a TV for 3 hours? Or that Americans throw away 2.5 million plastic bottles away every hour? How can you help? Well, you can recycle your cans, bottles, and paper, reuse what you can, and reduce waste. Because every bottle, every can, and every scrap of paper matters. Recycling isn't just about trash, it's about protecting the future. So remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Hey, Sienna, why shouldn't you get into a fight with a cloud?
I don't know, Caden. Why not?
Because it will storm out on you. Let's go to WSRH meteorologist Gabriel Hernandez with today's forecast.
Good morning, Hawks. This is today's weather. On our forecast, we have a high 92 and a low of 77 with partly cloudy skies. And on our three-day forecast, we have consistently on all 3 days, high of 92 and a low of 76 with sunny skies. That's it for WSRH weather. I'm Gabriel Hernandez, and back to you.
Go.
We have a happy birthday going out to Mariana Chisnos Ortiz, Drew Porter, and Josel Rodriguez. Happy birthday, Hawks.
WSRH sports anchor Julian Caboose-Barona joins us now at the sports desk.
Good morning, Hawks. We've got some sports to talk about, so let's get started. Are you interested in sideline cheer? Tryouts will be taking place Thursday, August 19th and Thursday, August 21st from 3 to 5 p.m. in the cafeteria. You must join the Google Classroom and look over the material before showing up to tryouts. The Google Classroom code is KMNCGUJ. Girls golf tryouts are this Thursday at the Sand Hill Crane Golf Course after school at 3:30. If you have any questions, see Ms. Critchlow in room 5220. Boys basketball strength and conditioning will begin on 8/25/25 and will be held on Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 7:30 on the track. If you are interested, you can join the boys basketball Google Classroom code using HA6Y5QZ. This Friday, our Hawks football team starts off with the preseason away against Martin County. WSRH sports reporter Madison Phillips talked to the coach for more information about the game.
I'm here with Coach Chifolo about the football game this Friday. How have you prepared for the game?
It's been months of preparation. Of course, we've been practicing these last couple of weeks since before school started. July 28th was our first day of fall camp, where we could actually put helmets and shoulder pads and things like that on. But the boys really have been practicing since January, right? We did our 7-on-7 season, our spring season, and then they've been here 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, all summer long, spending most of their mornings and part of the afternoons lifting, running, going over film and play. So there's a lot of hours and hours and hours of preparation that kind of go in. We did a lot of physical over the summer, and now it's more tuning into the mental part of the preparation. So we had a really good week of practice so far. I'm hoping to get a couple more days in before we go up to Martin County. But yeah, it's just a lot of hard work, a lot of hours.
How does the team's morale been?
Morale is up. Like I said, we had a really good off-season program. The kids have pretty much been around each other nonstop all summer long. We went to a camp at Kaiser University where we were overnight for 3 nights there, playing various teams from over the state. But they've been spending a lot of time together, right? Getting to know each other, getting closer together. So the unity is there, and hopefully we can just carry that morale into Friday night.
What's your prediction for the game?
Prediction is that we're going to go in there and we are going to execute our assignments to the best of our abilities. And I think if they do that, right, if we go in with a really tight mental focus and combine that with the energy, right, these guys are itching to get out there and play. But we just got to minimize mistakes. If we do that, I think we're going to come out on top.
Thank you for your time. For WSRH News, I'm Madison Phillips.
Taking this week's sports calendar, we have no game scheduled today, but later in the week we have our football team playing their preseason game against Martin County at 6:30 p.m. and our girls volleyball team playing in a preseason tournament here at the Hawks Nest. Good luck, Hawks. Well, that's it for WSRH Sports. I'm Julian Caboose-Barona.
Well, that's it for WSRH News. I'm Caden Orton.
And I'm Sienna Coyalo. Remember that you can follow us on social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Seminole Ridge TV. Have a great day, Hawks.